Hey there, family. It's been a minute since I've done a video. It is Imbolc right now, the midpoint between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. So that is exciting. I've been noticing in the morning, taking my son to school, that it's lighter and lighter and lighter. So I wanted to jump on here and do kind of like a life force energy check-in with you, because there's been lots and lots of solar flares, lots of sun activity, lots of just frequency shifts that we are trying to integrate in our brains and in our bodies. So our bodies can feel really funky. All the astrology that's going on, big Pluto transit into Aquarius, all the planets moving direct, just lots of things going on. So I think it's a really great time as we move into a new cycle and a new season coming up. This next, 8 weeks till we get to the equinox is going to go by faster than we expect. So we are coming out of, especially in the northern hemisphere, a very introspective and hibernatory phase. We're coming into the Chinese New Year. There's lots of shifts still yet to come. And it's a good time to check in and realize that some of the energy that's being brought is very surprising, unexpected, with a lot of Aquarian vibes now taking the lead in our deepest recesses, in our Plutonian nature. And so there's a lot of course correction. So in the process of awakening, in the process of your life force coming online, and all that is that entails, the purification of the divine vessel that we are, in order to hold more light and hold more information, hold more energy, and activate more of our brains and all of that. It's like we have to be willing to pivot on a dime. We have to be ready for the unexpected. We have to be adaptable. So I highly recommend adaptogens at this time. If you need help figuring out what those are, let me know. But there's also lots of surprises in reality and things that we have to be careful to not adapt too quickly to stay we're adapting, but we also want to have mental sovereignty. We also want to have a sense of autonomy. So the changes that are being forced upon reality, we can kind of weed out and see which ones are actually healthy, which ones are in alignment with the divine self. So this is where the Aquarian nature gets tricky, because Aquarius rules humans and humanitarianism and our human family and the collective, but it also rules technology and artificial intelligence and all of these sorts of things. So there is a fine line between being a full divine human and being a transhuman. And by trans, I mean not totally human. And there is a push toward that in the scene around transgenderism. So this is a tricky and a touchy subject, because there is a great push right now for everyone to just make everybody else feel good and to be careful about everybody else's feelings. But feelings can be deceptive, and feelings can be ruled by past wounding and past patterning, which as a divine human, we want to be working through, and we want to be coming from the pure I am. So the pure I am is not swayed by feelings. The pure I am is also not robotic. The pure I am is consciousness, and is purity, and is awareness, and is also love. So, big times ahead. Imbolc is a midpoint where we celebrate that the light is coming back. We show gratitude that there is, this rising of the sun again in our lives, and we can start to come out of some of the shadowy spaces that we may be inhabiting over the last, few months or so. And there might be some still heavy stuff to work with, and we might not be fully out of it, but it's kind of why Groundhog Day is did the groundhog see its shadow? Is also sort of a test. It's one of the degrees of the Sabian symbols, as the groundhog looks out and sees its shadow. And It's interesting because this time says also, did you take the time to look at your shadow during the winter months? And if you haven't, you still have time before the full bloom of spring comes. So if you need help with that, I love to do that kind of work. Remember, we're looking to incorporate our full self. We don't want to become a fragmented human or leave parts behind. That's when the technologies and stuff can come try to replace those aspects of self rather than helping us as divine humans, which they have the capacity to do. Let's not repeat Atlantean times. Let's go forward into what some might call the new Atlantis or the new Lemuria or the new Earth or the new world, where we know how to integrate both sides of the spectrum, if you will, both sides of the polarity, and we come to the equinox point more balanced and whole. Okay, I'm Stasia Bliss. Thank you for joining me. I love you so much. Take care of your life force, and talk to you soon.